Hi folks, this is the review of Sony Bravia CX520, and I'm going to show you some of the features advertised on advertisements and on internet about this TV. And when I was going to buy this one, I searched all on it, but I couldn't find many good reviews which were, providing ample detail about the features and plus points of buying this one against any other one. For you to know, this is an internet enabled TV. It comes with 4 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, and you can also record digital channels with USB media device drive connected to it. Plus it has a LAN port in it, which is the best way to connect your Bravia to internet because it's a very stable connection. However, if you don't have the facility to drag a cable all the way to your bedroom or to wherever the TV is placed, you can conveniently connect this TV with the internet by a Wi-Fi dongle. Now, I wouldn't advise going for a Wi-Fi dongle because it's astronomically priced by Sony. This is the home menu, and it's a media crossbar menu, and it's a little bit upgraded. Let me just set it so you can see it. It's been set in a way so horizontally, and it displays its options vertically. You can see that it has a built-in YouTube application. Now guys, one thing to notice about it, that many TVs are providing internet content, especially YouTube application, but this is they don't play full HD videos on it. And but this one here is also connected with the internet, so I'm going to show you one of the YouTube videos. And Sony YouTube application, however, plays HD content without any problem. There's, however, a downloading going on, so I cannot ensure that this is going to be, lag free. Let's just give it a try. You have to enter the text with the remote keyboard. Initially I was thinking this is going to be quite a problem, but anybody who has used a non-quadri keyboard wouldn't find this to be way too difficult. I was pretty much worried about how I'm going to insert the text, and searching would be a lot of problem, but in actual it's not much of a problem because I've used non-quadri mobile phones a lot in my life, and it really it doesn't pose a problem. You can easily use it. Okay, no, I don't want to search for that. I want to search for something which I've searched before. Let's just watch one of the movie trailers, the Grey upcoming movie, which will be launched in 2012, I guess. It's an HD trailer. I'm not sure. I think it's not 1080p, but I've seen 1080p on it, and it plays beautifully. Honestly speaking, I haven't seen ever in my life YouTube this good and this better. It's difficult to set the focus on this video recording, but it looks terrific in real life.
I work security, protecting men from the dangers they cannot see.
Watching YouTube with the comfort of your remote control and not having to sit before the computer is truly a blessing, and it's a real feature of this TV. This is very enjoyable. I would like to wrap as much as I can about the features. Maybe I'll load another one if you would want some specific part of this TV to be explained in detail. But as you can see, this is 720p, if not 1080, and I think this is not 1080. But if you're going to play 1080p content on it, this would look full screen, and you wouldn't see those black bars. Where there's a bunch of settings in it. You can set scene select, even in YouTube videos, and there is a lot of MPEG noise reduction and dot noise reduction, and blah blah blah. I mean, at least half a dozen types of image improvement settings which you can play around with to get the best picture quality. And trust me, it does work. I've tried it, and it makes a lot of difference to what you can watch on the screen. The blacks are truly black. The blacks are truly black, and I had a Sony BX300 as well, but it was pathetic when it comes to black, especially blacks. It was mostly a gray, or I had a tint of blue on it. But with this one, the blacks are absolutely black, and you can clearly distinguish. I hardly ever notice any kind of jittering or ghosting or whatever effect that people name it. I haven't seen anything like this. Maybe you'll find some of it only if you are specifically looking for it on the screen, but I haven't noticed anything while watching DVDs and 1080p content on it. So the advert is done. Let me just go back. And this is just a YouTube application if you are more into watching internet-based content on your TV. There's a whole list of other things that you can do with it. This is Bravia Internet Video option. Let me just get a closer look at it. Alright, better? Yeah, this is Bravia Internet Video section. If you're going to open it, and you're going to see a lot of other options, video options. First and foremost, as always, is YouTube. Then there's Blip TV, Wired, IPstyle.com, GLLS, and at least a dozen video, online video content providers. And there's also National Public Radio. There's a lot of other services you can subscribe for, but you have to activate your TV, register your TV online with Sony Internet. Internet TV, there's a site for it. But if you're in US, you can easily access Hulu, Netflix, Pandora, and whatnot. But unfortunately, here in Southeast Asia and Pakistan, these services are not available. So I've got to live without it. If you come back onto it, this is the main menu, and you would sign here to Skype. Yeah, one of the features, yes, this TV is also Skype enabled, but that would require you to buy a video camera microphone unit from Sony. I don't remember the exact model, and it's also not very cheap. If you have that feature, you would want to have that thing installed on top of your TV. It provides you 720p video conferencing, which is pretty ideal if you do a lot of Skype calling. Other than that, it has an internet browser. I haven't used it much, but whatever I have used of it, it's not impressive. It's slow. Somebody told me it's a MIPS processor in the background, which is trying to drive things out. It doesn't support Flash, and I wouldn't recommend it for using or browsing the web because it's cumbersome, it's slow, and the controls are not something. There isn't much utility to it. Then there are display settings. I'm just going to show you a snapshot of it. You can go in a picture, and trust me, it's a whole science out there that what this TV can do. There are at least half a dozen picture modes, scene modes, and in every other scene selection mode you have different. Come into this part. I'll leave it. Okay, one other feature which happens to be a real plus, a mighty convenience for people who have the majority of their content stored on their PCs and want to stream their media to their television set through their Sony Bravia without getting to use the computer very often. What you can do is you can come over here in the video section, and in the video section you can see that I have my PC listed over here. This is a Windows Media Player. It's too bright. It's Media Player streaming service. Then I have the T-Mobile installed, and then Play On and Traversity Media Server. All in all, these are all DLNA supported streaming servers. You can have any one of them installed on your PC. That would do the job. The reason why I installed so many, because I wanted to test out which one can actually play MKV files. And so far, the Tivi Mobile has played the MKV files without any problem. I do not prefer it. The reason why is because it's a web-based thingy, and it's a little bit sluggish when it comes to accessing the controls while playing content. So far, Traversity has played everything pretty okay, pretty fine, and I would prefer it. It has minimal overhead on the PC. Here's my PC over here. That's a Dell Optiplex 745 dual core. And it's getting the job done pretty easily. Let me just go into it really quickly. You come into here, it will very clearly show you your media, your music, pictures and videos. You can play almost everything except for the MKV files. So I'll try not to play an MKV file. Let me just load a video for all your videos on your computer. Whichever you have added into your library will show up onto your Bravia. And my home computer here is connected through Wi-Fi, and the Bravia itself is connected with the hardwire cable, the LAN cable. Okay, there you go. I would prefer that both of your devices should be connected with the hardwire cable. That would ensure that you don't, experience any lag in streaming media. I haven't experienced any kind of lag, any sort of lag, while streaming the media through Wi-Fi. Trying to a problem. Okay, that was not the movie. That was the audio track. Sorry. There you go. That's the movie. Shouldn't take much time to load into. Once you see that green icon on the lower left corner, that means it's already playing. And here it goes. And that's a 720p. It's not a 1080p. I've tried playing 1080p. It plays perfectly okay, but then again, it lags at certain points. It's because it's a 54 Mbps wireless connection. It's coming through this PC, which is connected through 54 Mbps connection, and that's a little too thin for 1080p media to be streamed. And you can easily fast forward and go to any point in the movie that you would want to be, and it would be perfectly okay. It's pretty snappy. You would pause onto it, you would rewind, you would go forward, and we'll just go home and we'll resume back if you want to. Okay, other than that, it has PC component input. If you would click onto it, you would see the PC, but it's in standby, so how would you see it? There you go. Okay, one of the things that I would want to say is those of you guys who are looking forward to go for a TV that you would want to use primarily as your PC monitor as well, keep in mind that do not go for any 720p or HD ready TV. HD TVs are 720p TVs, and they have pathetic resolution when it comes to using a PC that's close to something like 1376 by 1020, something like that. That's way too low and way too crappy. The text would appear all fuzzy, not focused. It would seem like that the image has been stretched out, and you can't certainly use it for PC. And this is 1080p Full HD, and what you're seeing right now, let me just show you the resolution. Hold on for a second. If you go into the resolution, you'd see full resolution over there. Come on, focus, baby. 1920 by 1080. That's the highest the current models can support, and the image looks stunning. Blacks are black. It doesn't pose much of an eye strain. I haven't experienced any eye strains using this as my PC monitor. Although I use computer a lot, and I've used it, longest for like 6 consecutive hours, and I never faced any eye strains or headaches, anything like that. It's perfectly okay if you want to use this one, but remember, go for any model, Samsung, Toshiba, Sharp, anything. But remember, if you are going for a 720p, regardless of the model, you're going to be greatly disappointed. You want to use your PC on your TV, you go for Full HD, 1080p, nothing less. Okay, this part is over. I should have written a few things. Okay, it has PC component input, which is the D sub 15 pin. It has Tivi, which is non-digital, the only thing we get in here in Pakistan, not digital TVs. Has 1, 2, 3, 4 HDMIs, 1 video in, 2 components, and this is the whole story about the connectors. It has a favorite history menu, which shows you whatever you have played recently, including YouTube movies. Pretty handy. It has display settings. Alright. And it has sound. Yes, speakers are pretty okay. Okay, nothing to be too excited about, but they're better than both the TVs I had before, the LG 330LK, something like that, and the Sony Bravia BX300, which was a crap TV. I wasn't impressed by the speakers of those, but this one has pretty decent speakers. That's why I've decided not to put in any other speakers besides the one which comes with the TV. They're pretty okay. Yeah, the menus are pretty snappy. Everything is about this TV is good.